imagine there's an accident after in a building. When the justice will say, is the responsibility of the controller, is the responsibility of the builder? What happened with the responsibility? Because well, finally the controller he makes his job, but well, he doesn't. I mean, accidents could happen.
First of all, there is someone who looks in a way that he knows the situation, that he has experience, that he has training. This is his duty. I'm now telling about the duties for the data protection officer, the data protection controller. This has to be transferred to the fire protection controller. First of all, this is the experience, the knowledge. Second, it's important that he has a real, let's say, high position. A position directly related or in, let's say, into the management, into the highest management level, what we would say. This is a situation with the data protection officer. He only reports to the general, to the management, there is no staff, no nothing, it's the duty to report. Third, if he finds that the company or the institution, the management, so the responsible management, will not comply, then he has the right, and in this sense he is completely independent, he has the right to report to the authority having jurisdiction. And then they can come and even close, for example, in the case of computer science, they can close the facility.
At the University of Maryland, to use an analogy, our fire marshal, the fire marshal's office at the University of Maryland can shut down any part of the university absolutely on their personal insurance, and absolutely nobody, and they'll get arrested if you try to, in other words, you get arrested if you try to interfere. They're totally autonomous within the university. They're part of the university, but their autonomy is total. And so this is the concept of extending this much more broadly as part of the regulatory structure. So that's the idea. Your issue of who's responsible, actually there's other papers that we're working on that try to address both financial and other kinds of responsibility. This is essentially the regulatory side, right at this first instant. Yeah.
I think your basic idea is very good. You certainly need some kind of directors right now on this side, obviously. There are a couple of things that occur to me. There's going to be a risk assessment involved as part of this file. And at the moment, there are a million ways of doing risk assessment. There's got to be some kind of agreement on how to do the risk assessment. What are the criteria for risk assessment? In fact, that's one of the questions asked me. So there's that. The second thing is, as you said at the very beginning with your first slide, I think, which you flashed through, the European Union is essentially a single market for economic reasons. It's a single market to deal with several groups from one country to another. And this really is going to come through and compromise any line control. I'm not saying that's how we should do it. I'm saying this will come through. And an excellent example of how this has already shown itself is with the Channel Tunnel. Now the Channel Tunnel, France, England, has Channel Tunnel Safety Authority, special designated to control the safety of that tunnel. And you might think that would mean that whatever the Channel Tunnel Safety Authority wanted, then Eurotunnel would have to do. But that's not actually the case, because in the Treaty of Canterbury, set up the agreement between France and Britain. It specifically states that the Channel Tunnel Safety Authority has to take into account the economic interests of Eurotunnel. And so, just to go on a bit more about that, one of the issues at the very beginning, it was opened in '94. Before that, in like late 1991, there was a lot of discussion about whether the HGV carriers should be totally closed or not. And almost everybody in the fire science field that I know of was in favour of closed HGV carriers. Instead of that, in order to
HGV is heavy goods.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, most Americans don't do that.
I'm an Irishman.
Anyway, HGV carriers, they make them semi-open with open end in order to make them lighter so that they take accepting the economic interests of Eurozone. There was a very, very serious fire, which by sheer chance nobody was killed in, but they could have resulted in fatality in 96. Now after that, what I'm coming to, please stay with me. After that, there was a lot of research done, and an on-board sprinkler system was devised between the fire 96 and early 99, 2 or 3 years. And it was expected to, this was on-board sprinkler system of the HGV carrier, so they were proposed to fire on an HGV carrier in the future. Sprinkler system come on, put it out, you know, totally right. That was due to go into service in late 99. So by 2000 plus, these things should have started to go onto the wagons, onto the shuttle. They didn't. 8 years later, there's been, apart from the other changes suggested and insisted on by the Channel Tunnel Safety Authority in their report on organisation, operation, very, very important, and they've done all of that, fine. All that was very important. This crucial bit of hardware, which came out of all that, has never been put into effect because, when I understand, it's included, it would add about 15% to the running cost of Eurozone. And presumably, although I don't have direct contact with the CTSA these days, presumably the Channel Tunnel Safety Authority, because it's been 8 years now, a good 8 years since it was raised to go on, have accepted that. And so the general point is that it seems to me the CTSA is a great example of a regulatory authority which ostensibly is safety, but is in very, very heavily leaned on. Now we've had the second, the third. There was another HGV fire in the time in 05. Now there's just been another one on magically September the 11th, 2008. Third, very, very major Channel Tunnel fire, almost as serious as at 96. And it seems to me the CTSA has been on the sidelines, very ineffective. Now, I'm a great worry that fire control might go down the same road.
What I want to do, question. I'd like to get all the speakers up here so we can do our panel thing. Okay, so take a seat. You can answer, I just want to start people moving.